Yo, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Straight Off the Rip with your boy Tony the Hitman. Today we're gonna talk about a Texas mom who is like, oh my God. This story right here really has me like in a daze. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what to say about this story here. But anyhow, this Texas mom, Christy Sheats, fatally shoots her two daughters, Madison Sheats and Taylor Sheats. One of them was, I believe, 17. The other one was 22. The mom was young herself, only 42 years old. This is like, I'm saddened. But this is happening in a environment where, I mean, the streets are pearly white, the homes are nice, huge. I mean, if you see, look at the picture of these ladies, man. These young ladies are beautiful, man. I mean, they look like they have it all together. And that's the thing that you really don't understand. People don't really know what goes on behind closed doors. Evidently, there was some crazy stuff going on behind their doors, man. The dad, they said the dad begs the mom not to do it, not to shoot their two daughters. You know, I mean, I can't imagine what is going on. But I'm gonna read a little bit into this story. Okay, the husband of Texas killer mom, Christy Sheats, begged her in vain not to shoot their two daughters. A neighbor who witnessed the carnage said Sunday, "Don't do this. They're our kids." The panicked father, Jason Sheats, screamed to his wife, 42, who shot Taylor, 22, and Madison, 17, before being gunned down herself by the cops. The officer who killed Christy feared she was about to pump two more bullets into one of their dying daughters, said the neighbor. I mean, come on. She shot one of her daughters. Now the daughter is on the ground and she's about to pump another shot into her daughter. Like, I'm supposed to finish you off. This is like murder in the first degree, guys. The officer basically saying she walked towards the body, and which he think was Madison. She had already been gunned down. And the cops say he shot her because he was afraid that she was going to shoot her again. Is this can't be happening. I'm gonna tell you guys, this is in a very nice neighborhood. Now, the authorities believe the killing stemmed from an argument at the home. Neighbors told local media that the couple's marriage was strained, though they remained shocked that something like this could happen. She was such a sweet girl. Friend Matthew Wiley said of Taylor, the oldest daughter. She had tons of friends, and everybody just so disbelief about this. The lady even praised her daughters on social media, on Facebook. And guess what, guys? She was a avowed gun rights advocate who in March posted to Facebook, "It would be horribly tragic if my ability to protect myself or my family were to be taken away." Now, this is what the mom posted. So evidently she thinking, I'm having these guns to protect my family. But somewhere down the line, she got trigger happy. I shot one daughter, well, I might as well shoot the other daughter. And Dad, if you get in the way, I'm gonna shoot you too. I mean, come on. What could possibly rage a mother to kill her only two children, beautiful young ladies? What could they possibly have done for you to kill them in cold blood, in front of your home, outside, in front of everybody? What were you thinking? Now, my thoughts is that I think she was just trying to get back at the father. He loved his daughters so much, and they say she loved her daughters too as much. I mean, you can see it on Facebook. It looked like they're having a good time. They taking selfies. The mother goes on about how much she loves her daughters, and she would, you know, she have a gun, and her guns are there to protect her and her family and her daughters, and the daughters are holding her in high regards on Facebook. I mean, but the thing is though, guys, see, it was stated that she had mental problems already, and the cops have been out there all the time, more than once, the neighbors said. So my thing is, even though you have mental problems, it doesn't mention not one time that she was admitted at a hospital to go get checked out, a therapist, or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure if she had a therapist, they would have came forward to say, yeah, I worked with her for a few times, and you know, we discovered this here. She was taking medicine, but they don't even show that she was taking medicine. All it says is that she had mental problems. Now, if you know she had mental problems, what were you doing to help her? Or were you just saying, hey, she just crazy, she cuckoo? So I have to really question the dad in this here situation too, man. I know if that was my wife and she had mental problems, I tried to get as much help as I could. And not saying that he didn't, but it seems like it went on so long that it was like, oh, that's normal. Even the neighbors know about it. Oh, that's normal. They'll be back together. So in this last incident, it seems like they were split up for a little time, and then he came back. So they only been back together for a short time, according to what the neighbors says. And you know, neighbors are nosy. The dad, they say it was his birthday when this occurred. They had an argument in the home. And they said as she shot her daughters inside the home, she ran out telling one of the neighbors heard her say, it's your fault, you did this. And she was talking about her husband, telling him that was the reason why she was killing her daughters. It's a sad situation. You did that to get back at him? How? Now all three of y'all are gone, you know, and the only one that's surviving is the dad. And this guy's gonna be suffering for the rest of his life, because the last words he hears his wife says is, you did this. And you know, at that point, when a father or a parent can't protect their child, it hurts you already, whether it's your fault or not. But when you can't help your child whom you love so much, you already feel that guilt. I mean, I know there was times where my kids were sick and I couldn't help them. There's nothing that I can do for them. And I mean, I was angry at myself, like, why can't I help them? Why can't I take this pain away from them? Lord, please give me the pain, take it away from them, okay? So, and then for her to say, this is your fault, you're the reason why I'm doing this, on his birthday, oh, his birthdays are ruined. Every birthday that comes around, this guy's going into a slump. And I hate to put that on him, but let's see what the facts are what the facts are. And the only person that can heal him, he needs help. He needs to go see a therapist, and he needs to seek God on this. He has to pray real hard. I mean, I saw it on the news where they was helping him walk away from the scene, as if he had to go to the hospital and get checked out. Can you imagine that? You're just arguing, your wife goes to the bedroom, gets a gun, and comes out and just starts shooting your children in front of you? Yeah, she had a mental problem. She definitely had a mental problem. And you hear your husband begging, don't do this to our girls. These are our kids, don't do that. And I think that took her to another range when he was talking. When he was saying, don't do this to our daughter, it's like she got a howl for him and say, bam, bam. And you know what, I'm gonna finish him off. And the outcome of it is nobody gets to live. Even though he's alive, he's mentally dead, guys. He's mentally dead. We're gonna sit and wait and see what the outcome of this story is, because it's not over. It's not over. I pray for him. I pray for their families. This is a terrible tragedy. That's why I say, hey, bro, if you think you know someone, until that day come, man. You know, you never know what happens. So you gotta it's like you gotta be like on your P's and Q's with the one you supposedly love, man. You don't even know what their agenda is anymore, which is crazy. Now, Mrs. Sheats also, y'all gotta understand, this was going on since 2012. I mean, and the police officers have been called to their home on several occasions, at least 14 times. And that's in the beginning of January of 2012. And that was related to the alarm going off. And I'm thinking, and they was being separated several times, they say. And they even had, to the point where they had a restraining order from her, for her not to be around this guy. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Sheats was trying to work it out with her and this and that, and the things just kept getting worse and worse and progressed. She was working for this guy who did tattoo removals, and he told her, hey, you know what, you gotta go, because there was just too much going on in her life, I figured. One thing led to another. Mrs. Sheats, I guess she couldn't deal with it because, you gotta understand, The dad and the two daughters lived in a nice, beautiful home in a nice neighborhood where she wants to live with them. And then when they separated, she moved to an apartment. Y'all might say this and that, but I don't think she was able to take all that. Hey, they over there having a good time. I'm working for a tattoo removal parlor. And this doesn't, and me looking at this young lady, not saying that she was, never worked a day in her life, but she didn't look like she had to work very hard. And from going there to doing that, I don't know. I think she just really just gave up on life. See, I was under the impression that she lived at the home. I knew something more had to come out of this here, but she did not live there. That's where the husband and the two daughters live. She was planning this here all along. She knew she was going there with an agenda, and her agenda was to probably kill all of them. Shoot the daughters, shoot the husband, and kill herself. However, it took a twist on her, and she didn't realize, hey, you know what? It's not going the way I wanted to go. She just went in on it, guys. And I don't think she was able to take the pressure that she was separate from her family, and it was eating her up. Because I really think she loved her kids that much. And sometimes you can overlove your kids. And you can overlove someone where you don't want nobody to have them. You have a lot of that going on. You love somebody that much until you feel like, I don't want, if I can't have you, they can't have you either. You see what I mean? But that's just my intake on the whole situation. You know, y'all keep them in prayer. God bless. Thank you for tuning in to Straight Off the Rip with your boy Tony the Hitman again. Peace. I'm out.